Hi, this is Joe Flack from the PMA 2020 engineering team. In this video, I want to introduce KoBo Toolbox. KoBo Toolbox is an open source web application for managing survey projects and editing ODK forms. In the future, we are hoping to implement our own custom version called PMA Survey Hub. However, even today in its current form, KoBo has many useful features. Let's log in and check it out. Currently, our forms are hosted at kobotoolbox.org, so we can go log in there. Click the sign up link at the top of the screen. If you haven't created an account, you can do so under the section labeled Researchers, Aid Workers, and Everyone Else. This is also where you log in. I want to start by showing an overview of the application's features. When you log in, you'll see a list of forms you have access to. Using the search bar at the top filters this list. You can manage your account by clicking the icon at the top right of the screen. There's also a chat widget at the bottom right that you can pull up for providing feedback or getting help. I have not used this personally. The core features of the app lie in the two sections that you can switch between at the top left of the page. There is the project section, which is for editing and managing active forms, and then there is the question library. The library, or question library, is where reusable questions, sections, and templates are stored, or past forms can be archived. Most of the past PMA 2020 core forms and modules have already been uploaded. It is possible from here to open those forms in browser or alternatively download them. Downloading a form is simple. When hovering over a row in a list, you'll see a triple dot icon on the right for more options. After clicking that, you can click Download XLS. What you'll see is a standard ODK Excel file. One great thing about KoBo Toolbox is that even after uploading one of our special forms, it retains any additional special columns or worksheets that we have added. In the future, we're also hoping to add additional export features such as PPP formatted paper questionnaires, questionnaire manuals, state of due files, and codebooks. Anything that is in the library or the project section can be updated from within the app. In this example, I'm going to show how to make some text changes to an existing form. After selecting a form from the form list, you'll enter a section where you can manage various aspects of that form. Clicking the pencil icon allows you to open up the form editor. You'll see some icons on the right for common functions like deleting or duplicating a question. Clicking the cog icon opens up question settings, where you get many more options. Here, I will demonstrate some simple text editing by just making a change to the English label and hint. Just for the purposes of this example, I will also change the variable names. Making a new question is simple. As you move your mouse around the screen, you'll notice that a plus icon is appearing on the left. Clicking this will add a new question at the same location. First, type in the question label and then click Add Question. In this case, I've selected a select one, and I can edit the choice labels as well as the variable names. KoBo Toolbox has some cool features for entering skip patterns. You can edit skip patterns by going to the Skip Logic section within the question settings. From there, a skip pattern can be entered either as full code, or simpler patterns can be added one at a time through the user interface. KoBo Toolbox also has built-in features for content reuse. This is done by pulling existing content from the question library. You can access library content by clicking the Add from Library button on the right-hand side. The library is searchable. In this example, I've pre-written a reusable question block called Favorites. I can simply drag and drop it into the form. There are several other features available in the form editor. For now, I'll show you how to deploy a form. Deploying means that the form will be available for data collection. If a form has been deployed already, you can update the form that's already available by clicking the Redeploy button. Any changes made since the last version will now be available, and an XML file then can be manually created and uploaded to ODK Aggregate. You'll see that after deploying, the form is automatically versioned up. You can also see previous forms by clicking the Show Full History button. Rollbacks are also possible. In the future, we're hoping to add more granular change history here. Another useful feature includes a built-in form preview function. This can be accessed by clicking the icon that looks like an eye. The form can then be interacted with in preview mode. It's not exactly the same as ODK Collect, but it's a good way to check that your most recent changes are working as you intended. It's also possible to export the form as PDF. This can be done by clicking the printer icon at the top right. However, unlike PPP, other formats such as HTML and Word document formats are not currently supported. While not as robust as a dedicated translation service such as Transifex, KoBo Toolbox does have some built-in translation management features. This section can be reached by clicking the globe icon. After selecting a language, KoBo will display a list of unique pieces of text. This is useful because it means that in many cases, you will only need to change a translation one time rather than update it each time in several different places. An essential feature for any modern application is sharing. While it's possible for a single person to complete a form by themselves, you may want to share or delegate certain aspects of form creation, such as doing a large set of text changes, question renumbering, coding of complex logic, translation management, etc. When sharing a form or a library collection, you'll need to add a person by their username. Unfortunately, inviting by email address is currently impossible. They will need to be signed up first. There are other things to be aware of here. There is no way to define or manage teams and user roles in KoBo Toolbox outside of a given form. You must first open a form and then invite users and set their permissions on a form-by-form basis. It is possible to copy over sharing settings from a previous form. This can be done by clicking the Copy Team from Another Project link. But note that the word project here is synonymous with form in KoBo Toolbox. As a final caveat, the permissions granted are not very granular. If you grant edit access to a user, they will be able to edit any aspect of the form. These limitations are among the first that we would hope to address in the future. Thanks for watching. You can find more information at pma2020.org/surveyhub.